This is Stephen Shirley with Tennessee State University with the first interview with the newly appointed, recently elected state officers for 2015, 2016. I always have to, what year are we and what year are we going to? We're just going to pass the mic and we'll just start with what's your name and where you're from and what office.
My name is Chad Lewis and I'm from the Halls FFA chapter and I will be the 2015-2016 state treasurer.
I'm Emily White. I'm from the Daniel Boone FFA chapter, and I will be representing East Tennessee as the vice president this year.
I'm Stephen McNeil from the Portland FFA chapter, and I'm currently your 2015-2016 state sentinel.
I'm Madison Benson from the Scottsdale FFA chapter, and I'm currently the West Tennessee FFA vice president.
I'm Dalton Teal from the Lebanon FFA chapter, and I'll be serving as the Tennessee State Secretary this year.
I'm Chelsea Sanders from the Wilson Central FFA chapter, and I'll be serving as your state president.
I'm Chelsea Wattenbarger from the Stone FFA chapter, and I'll be serving as the 2015-2016 state reporter.
I'm Derek Anderson from the Coffee County FFA chapter, and I'm pleased to be serving this year as the Middle Tennessee FFA vice president.
And we'll do the handoff like that way right now. I guess the question that everybody wants to know is how do you feel? What is going through your head right now? And we will just, give me 3 or 4 answers, and whoever wants to answer, again, what's going through your head right now, 20 minutes after running down up to the stage?
I can just honestly say that I'm very blessed to be here with each of these members, and I know that it's going to be a really exciting year.
I'm still trying to decide whether or not this is an April Fool's joke. April 1st is an unfortunate date, but we're all thrilled to be on the state officer team this year and very excited to serve Tennessee FFA.
It's a very surreal moment. It just kind of seems like we can't believe it happened. We've waited for this moment since we started interviews on Saturday morning, so I'm still trying to catch my breath and kind of take in the fact that this is really happening.
Anybody else over here? Derek's going to get it. You just want to pass it to
You asked us what was going through our minds right now, and honestly, I'm not sure I can tell you. There's so many things racing through right now. I'm just elated to be here, and I went through this process last year. Wasn't quite successful, but did it again this year, and I'm happy to be serving this year as state officer.
When you all look back at your FFA experience to this point, this is kind of a culmination or a crescendo. There's more to come. What is it that you hope to achieve in the year coming forward?
Honestly, one of the goals I have as a state officer is to increase FFA membership. That's one of the biggest struggles that FFA members across the nation faces, is being the accurate number of membership to the agriculture education numbers. So I want to increase the number of membership in Tennessee FFA, and that's what I want to do.
Honestly, one of my goals this year as a state officer is just to meet all of the members in Tennessee. I know it's probably not possible for me solely to meet everyone, but that's the job of the state officer team, is to go out and meet those new members. I know as an East Tennessee regional president, I wasn't able to meet everyone in East Tennessee, and so this year it is my goal just to connect with those members, because I never know, I could be talking to the next Tennessee state president one day.
I see one of the greatest goals as a state officer, getting to meet some of the Tennessee FFA sponsors and people that help make the Tennessee FFA what it is. Also, getting to bond with my new state officer team. I think there's still kind of that shock and awe, like, I can't believe this is actually happening. So there's a lot of goals, I'm sure, here for all of us, and we're really looking forward to this year.
I think one of the highest goals that we can set for ourselves as a state officer team is to really become the best leaders that we can be. And I know a phrase that if you're green, you're growing, and if you're ripe, you're rotten, I think. I think it's right?
Sounds good.
And anyways, the purpose of that is that if we stop now at this crescendo, like you said, if we stop here at this peak, then we're not giving our full potential to those members. And so a goal for us is just to keep growing.
That's good.
Okay. Yeah, Derek's like, I've already handed it to him twice. What advice would you give? You're going to be spending the next year visiting FFA members, FFA chapters across the state and across the nation. What specific advice would you give to anybody watching this at home, any 9th grade or even 8th graders who are coming up, who are preparing to to take advantage of their FFA experience? And just anybody.
FFA is a fantastic leadership organization, and if you're just starting out, you definitely should get into it. But don't let a law set you back and make who you are. I mean, I myself have never won a career development event and was never a regional officer. This is the highest moment I've ever achieved in FFA. So just think about yourself and don't let others put you down and determine who you are and what you're going to be.
I know personally that whenever I grew up, I was unfortunate not to grow up with an agriculture background or on a farm. However, that shouldn't deter members or freshmen or even middle schoolers from joining the FFA. If you can't public speak, it doesn't matter. If you can't job interview, it doesn't matter. If you've never competed in anything in your life, if you're scared, it does not matter. FFA is going to shape you into the person that you want to become, and you can be anyone. You can come from any race, background, you can come from any school, classroom, it doesn't matter. FFA is for you, and it's for those who want to grow and who are willing to let FFA change their lives.
That was well said.
I don't think we need to.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, we're good right there.
There we go.
Well, we're going to draw close to the 2014-15 school year. See, this math thing. No CDE with math for me. What do you have from this convention? What do you walk away with and go from the future? See, Nick's I don't know if people in the background could hear. Nick Baker was back there making some noise, threw me off. So we'll maybe edit that out, or maybe we'll just leave it as my blooper reel. But what are your closing thoughts leaving convention today, getting ready for the year ahead? And Dalton will.
I think that the expectation of Tennessee FFA has already been set very high because of the phenomenal state officer team that came before we did. And so if we can do half as good a job as they did, then I know that Tennessee FFA will be in good hands, and I know that we will achieve that goal. So my final thoughts are just to do the best that we can for Tennessee FFA and encourage growth within our association.
Anybody else?
Anybody?
I think that was a great
Sure, we'll pass this.
One more time.
I think the best thing I heard all weekend was that if you believe in something, you're already halfway to achieving it. So for my fellow state officers, it's weird to say now, but and for any member as well, if you just believe in anything you want to do, believe that we'll have a great state officer year and an even better convention next year, I think we can very well achieve that.
All right. Well, any other thoughts? Going once, going twice. Well, that's going to do it. I know that you guys have a lot ahead of you, even today, going forward, but for the coming year. And for those watching at home who will get a chance to meet these folks over the course of the year, best of luck and best wishes to each and every one of you. And again, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, that's going to do it from the 2015 Tennessee FFA State Convention. This is Stephen Shirley for the newly elected state officers. Have a great day.